Hello everyone and welcome back to Brink of Speed. Today I am at Darren's house and we are going to show you his brand new 2023 70th anniversary C8 Corvette. It's a convertible too. And we're going to show you all around it today, and then we're going to actually do some stuff to it. We're going to coat the inside, we're going to coat the outside, and take you step by step on how to do that. He's already done quite a bit of the prep work, so we're not having to do things like clay barring or anything like that. We're basically gonna just wipe it down with alcohol and then go ahead and start coating it. Now the inside is a little bit different, and we'll go over that here in a second. But real quick, thank you to my thumbs up squad for already smashing that thumbs up button. I hugely appreciate it. If you are new to the channel, thank you for hitting that play button. And if you have not joined, please do me a favor and smash that red subscribe button and the bell for notifications when new videos are uploaded. All right, let's get started. So real quick, I want to show you, he's already done a couple of things to his car, but he plans on doing a lot more. The first thing that he's done is he's actually lowered it, and these are the Paragon springs, right?
Correct, yeah, the 1-inch Paragon springs, and then it's lowered with the springs, and also the coils have been adjusted probably about 75%, which is about half of an inch.
So it looks really, really good, as you can see here.
And the front is the Paragon lowering collars in addition to the springs.
Okay.
That's how you get that look. And you do still retain the front lift. It does work.
And you do have mag ride.
Do have mag ride. Yep.
It's a Z51.
Z51, but low wing, and I purposely ordered it that way. I wanted the low wing.
Sure.
And then it has the option for the paint match mirrors and rear spoiler.
Yes.
And then the wheels.
You guys know this is a big sponsor of Brink of Speed.
Forged Light wheels from our friend Jose at Wheel Designers. 21 by 12. I don't know the exact offset. Jose could tell you, and I have it written down. And then 20 by 9 front. 325, 25, 21 rear tires. And if you look at the offset, you see it's perfect right on the fender, which is something.
Yep.
You know, they put a lot of effort into that in the design to make sure that concave to the wheel, I mean, that's as much as you can get it.
Right.
And then the other cool thing is with the Forged Light wheels, you're able to do your factory center caps.
Yeah.
If you want to, you can also use theirs as well, but it's kind of cool option to be able to put yours in there.
Yeah, they look great.
Yeah.
For sure.
And this is a brushed aluminum clear coat.
Yeah, it's an amazing wheel. So he went with the black tip exhaust, again, the body color lower wing or spoiler, and then this is a 70th, so the interior is absolutely beautiful. Ooh. Ah. It's got suede everywhere. Really reminds me of a McLaren or a Lamborghini.
Yep. And then the dash, as we've talked about on a couple of our other shows, that's the only way you can get that dash.
Yeah, exactly. So one more thing that he did in the interior is he went with the stealth. You guys know I'm a huge fan of that. Looks really, really good on this especially. And he did the GT2 seats instead of the comp seats. So if he went with comp seats, the black would be on the inside and the white would be on the outside. That's the difference between the GT2 and the comp. And then one more thing that he's done. You guys know ACS Composite is a huge sponsor, and look at there. He's got the 1VM front splitter on the front. So let's go ahead and get started with the interior.
The car's only 2 weeks old, so the seats are relatively clean. But I will say, obviously as you can tell, the color of these seats, these are white seats.
Oh yeah. They're not sky cool gray.
They're not sky cool gray.
Right.
So they can get dirty really easy, or your shoes can, hit them. So that's why we're gonna do the coating of the leather. I think it's going to be super helpful because I've been cleaning the seats almost every time I get in and out because it's so I've already cleaned the seats with just your basic leather cleaner. What I'm going to do now, this is just homemade isopuric alcohol with distilled water, my own concoction. It's I think 5 or 6 ounces of 90% isopuric alcohol with 28 ounces of distilled water.
Okay.
And that's what I've been using on the whole exterior, and I'll use it on the seats. That just gets any oils that may be left from others touching it.
Sure.
Or our skin, although we haven't been in the car. And then we're gonna show you using the Underdog product, which is different than a previous video we did almost a year ago, where the compound's a little bit different, where it's Teflon based instead of graphene based.
Yes.
Which gives you a lot more flexibility. Mike's already done it on his car. I've done it on some other things around the house. It's really cool that you can use the Underdog product, the coating product, like on your shower glass, your countertops, your barbecue. I did
Your
my mountain
boat.
bike. Yeah, your boat. All the plastic, and we'll show it at some point here. We'll lift the back and you guys can see I did the whole underside of the rear hatch. I did under the frunk. So I already coated this. I coated this last night. And that's one of the other big benefits of the Underdog product. It basically has a 2 to 4 hour curing time versus most of the other products, they tell you 12 to 24 hours. But we'll see. We'll just put a little water on. I'll catch it. The water's literally just going to come falling off here.
Yeah, that's amazing.
So, you know, why not? It doesn't take long, honestly, to put this on. I mean, we're talking about, and I did the cowl area here under the windshield.
Yeah.
And we'll end up, as we do the exterior today, we're gonna do the windshield, obviously. You know, this is maybe 5 minutes to do this whole area. Real simple. And just will make it easier in the future, just as you clean the car and open it up to keep the dirt off. And our understanding in talking to Joel, the owner of Underdog, whatever part of their formula, is there something that has like a static release where the dust and dirt won't hold onto it as much. So I think that will be helpful. And that's why, you know, I got carried away. I went ahead and did, like I said, underneath the hatch. And you'll see how that looks, which I think it looks great.
Oh yeah.
I wish we had a before or after.
Yeah, it does look really nice.
It just kind of freshened it up. So I even did under the hatch, the covers, but we'll see here. There you go.
It's just a big bubble. Look at that.
So yeah, the nice thing about
That's crazy.
showing that like we did there, it's just very obvious to see on just regular plastic, but this is the type of stuff with your paint, it's gonna be the same thing, and also your glass. And a lot of people don't even realize, put this stuff on your glass. I mean, that may be the most important place to put it because the water just sheens off of it. When you're driving, you really don't have to use your wipers unless it's pouring down rain.
Right. Let's show them what it does on the seat before you put anything on the seat.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah. So see that, how it basically looks like it's soaked
Soaking in, yeah. We don't want to get that too
we
bad.
don't want that.
Yeah, but I've done this on one other car. We'll show it when we're after. When we're done, it'll do the same thing. It'll just fall right off.
Yeah, exactly. All right, we will get started and show you every step.
All right, so step one is just this leather cleaner. I've been using this for a couple months now. It's Chemical Guys. As it says, there's really no odors to it. It works really well. It's just a good cleaner. And like I've almost been doing it daily. Almost every time I drive it, spray it a little bit and wipe it down. We're gonna use this and then we're gonna go back to that isopuric alcohol spray that we made and just do a real light spray and just a light wipe just to make sure we got all the any residual cleaner or oil from our hands, and then we'll just coat it real quick. You know, I don't want to get the coating on the suede part.
Right,
It's
none
gonna
of the
be
suede. There's a lot of suede in here, so you don't want it on that. You don't want it on the steering wheel, and none of the door or the dash
exactly.
or the B pillar or the A pillar.
So, okay, so we are going to use the Underdog Pro product. So here's how we're gonna do it. We're gonna coat it on pretty religiously. Get it on there pretty good, right? And then what we're gonna do is take our pad or applicator pad, kind of bring it together to get it all kind of loaded up. Now we've got our coating on it. It's gonna be this easy. We're just gonna start right here. Just gonna go back and forth. Just real lightly. You can tell it's just the weight of my hand. Just going back and forth, making sure we cover all the areas. We'll go ahead and do the plastic, doesn't really matter.
Yeah, the most important part is the leather portion.
And now we can see it's a little bit easier on the black. We can see it's actually, you know, putting down.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you're not gonna be able to see it on the white, but on the black you'll see it for sure. So for all of you out there who are concerned about the white sections, you really don't have to be concerned about that anymore once you do this.
Yeah, when I bought the car, I mean, white would not have been my first preference, to be honest, on the interior, but I mean, it does look pretty incredible.
Oh yeah.
But I can tell you, just from the 2 weeks of having the car, yeah, you want to do this because especially my daughter, she gets in here and her feet have kicked that white panel right there numerous times, and I have a mild heart attack. And as soon as we get home, I'm grabbing the cleaner and cleaning it. This is different than doing the exterior paint where you gotta wait for it to flash. Like I said, we're just kind of rubbing it around, and we're gonna come back with our cloth here in a second and just kind of buff off any of the excess.
Yeah.
And that's it, and we'll be done.
Very, very fast, very simple, and it will save your seats. It will repel dust, jean leather material. A lot of times with white seats, if you wear blue jeans, that blue will rub off. And I think it'll probably help repel that. And even if it doesn't, it'll be very easy to clean that blue off of the seat once this has bonded to your leather.
So we're just gonna come over it now with our cloth and just kind of, again, buff any excess that may be on there. Just kind of buff it off, and that's it. I mean, you can tell on the black that I did, there's no marks or colors. It shouldn't affect the way the leather feels, or if Mark was here, smells.
Actually, I've been told two things that I was going to mention in this video, and that is that it helps your leather feel more supple.
Really?
And it helps your leather actually smell like brand new leather. If you have an older Corvette, it's going to go back to its normal brand new smell on the inside. So now he's doing the door panels. Again, be very careful if you own a 70th not to hit that suede.
Yeah, I don't know
close.
what it would do if you did, but we're not going to try to find out.
No, we're not. I think that leather soaks it up a lot more than the body would, than the paint.
Well, you don't have clear coating and stuff like
Right,
that, but
right.
and we'll tell you the name of these cloths here in a second. You can buy them on Amazon, but I think it's the Rag Store, I can't remember what it is, but they're very popular. And these are really nice because they actually get better when you wash them.
Nice.
In fact, these are probably on my third wash, these ones that we're using right here. And that's the other benefit of the Underdog product, because it's a Teflon-based coating. Mm-hmm. The rags that we're going to use, we can actually wash those at the end instead of throwing them away.
Sure. So yeah, he's going to be coating, like we showed you, every surface in there that he can. It's already looking a lot better. I hope you guys can see this on camera, pick it up on the video, but it's already looking way better. So I know none of you can feel this, but you just going to have to take my word for it. This is the side we haven't done. You'll probably be able to tell a difference in the look of it as well. But this side feels nice because it's good leather, but it just feels dry, and you can tell that there's nothing on it. However, this side has the coating on it, and immediately it feels wet and supple, and you can tell that it's soaked that coating up, and it's gonna be amazing. So I don't know if you can tell on camera, but it definitely looks better and feels better. But Darren's gonna show you exactly what the seats do now that they're coated with water. You guys saw what they did before. Look at that. Before, it actually sat on the leather and kind of soaked it right up. So we wanted to show you guys, there's a couple of different types of bottles that you can order. If you want a lot of coating, this says marine on it, because if you have a boat, especially a big boat, it's gonna take a lot of product. But this is the exact same product that's in this Pro bottle.
Right, this is the smallest, this is the biggest, and then they have one in between that's a 60 milliliter. The 60 milliliter is right at $100. The 100 milliliter is your best value. It's, I think, with the Brink of Speed discount, which is a reminder for everyone, Michael put the link in the video, but if you use Brink of Speed, you get 15% off, and that takes the 100 milliliter down to $115. And 100 milliliters, you could easily do 4 cars.
Oh yeah,
You
absolutely.
know, I tell people, don't get the 30 milliliter, get the 60 or the 100, because it gives you flexibility to put it on your glass, all your plastic,
Yes.
your wipers,
And use it indoors.
Indoors, like I
Yeah.
said, your mountain bike, your shower
Yeah.
doors. So, it's minimal cost more. Get the bigger one because you'll use it for other applications. And then on the site, I think the pads are like $2.50 each. Get yourself, buy 2 or 3 pads. The standard rule of coating, if you drop the pad, throw it away.
Yeah.
So don't drop the pad, because you just don't want to pick up anything and start grinding your paint. No. And same with the towels. They're $14, I think is what they sell them for. You get your 3 different colors, and those are like $14. I would probably get 1 or 2. And these are washable, so they're gonna last a long time. I know you use yours. In fact, I might use your other set. And this is where, when you have 2 people doing it, a second set of hands to help kind of make sure you've wiped everything off just speeds it up and just makes it easier.
All right, so we've wiped the whole car down with alcohol, and we're ready to start coating it. And like I showed you in my video, which I'll link below, you don't have to worry about coating a large section and getting back to it quickly. We're gonna coat the entire side or the entire front, whatever he wants to start with. We're gonna coat a large section, then we'll go back and we'll wipe it down.
Yeah, and the other thing too, Michael put in the video we did almost a year ago of my other hypersonic gray car.
Yeah.
The pre-coating process that I followed for this car is the same. I clay barred, well, first I should say you wash the car really well. I use the Underdog soap. That strips any wax or polish that was already on there from the dealership. Even if you literally just got your car in the last week or two, there's going to be polish because the dealer does their dealer prep. That takes all that off. I clay bar my cars using a light grade clay bar. Many would argue it's overkill, and I probably wouldn't disagree with that. The reason I like to clay bar the car, it allows you, you take your time, and that's where I seem to find any imperfections in my paint, and that's where I tape them off. Surprisingly on this car, I didn't have too many. This is a tri-coat paint, so it's probably a little bit higher grade of paint. So after you clay bar, between every step, you're always using the alcohol distilled water compound. Spray it down, clean it. Then I go to the cut polish compound from Chemical Guys, which we highlight in the other video, and then go into the polish compound. And at the very end, final clean, and then you're ready to coat. And as Mike said, with this Underdog coating formula, the big difference is the flashing time. It's up to 15 minutes. We will probably wait 5, 7, 8 minutes.
Which is what I did on my car.
But it takes a little bit of the stress off because when we did the car before, you're doing smaller sections and you're trying to get it off pretty quick. It's between 30 and 60 to even a minute and a half. So it just makes it easier to do bigger sections of the car and speed things up.
Yep. And real quick, just to show you, I do have my car here. I mean, from a distance, look at the shine on that thing. The Underdog coating is absolutely phenomenal. All right, so we finished the whole coating on the outside of the car. I'm gonna take you around it and show you how shiny it is now. Look at those windows pop.
So Mike, I timed it. 50 minutes is what it took us.
50
minutes.
Holy crap, less than an hour to do.
And we were talking about, as we were going slower than we needed to. Our experience with other products, we were extra careful trying to make everything off, get it off. So you could probably easily do it in 35, 40 minutes.
Yeah. So I didn't get to get any footage of Darren's car in the sun after we got done coating it. So here is his car in the sun. So good with the forged light wheels. By the way, the link for those will be down in the description. Beautiful.